Hey friends, Coach Steph here. Today we are going to talk about independence and connection because we need both of those. We need our independence, but we also need that connection. And I'm really thinking of this in a marriage. I'm sure it can be used in other places, but that's kind of where my train of thought is as I'm talking about this today. So continue to subscribe, like, share, make comments, let me know that you're there because I feel encouraged when I know that you're there too. So, okay, independence and connection. Those can kind of seem not together. I'm independent over here, but yet I'm connected. So making those things work together. I see this commonality in a lot of situations, and it is where you are two people, you are two individuals before you move into marriage, and you get to this place where one or the other of you may be trying to be all things to all people, all things to this people, this person in your life. So I feel like I'm going to use my hands as an example, but you walk into this as an independent and one person seems extra needy or extra demanding, and you start morphing yourself into that other person. You are losing your independence because this person has so much dependence on you. And you're trying to do the right things, you're trying to be the right person, you're trying to say the right things, you're trying to just keep everything moving and going in a way that brings the most peace collectively to the unit. And so this is not healthy. Over time, you can live this way on and on and on, days, years, decades. You live this way. And you learn to exist this way. But at some point, this person who's making the changes, who's becoming what the other person wants and needs, starts losing themselves, starts becoming empty, feeling despondent, not connecting the way this person wants them to connect. They're wanting a lot more effort in connection, and this person has tried so hard to be everything that they need to be and losing themselves at the same time that they don't have the energy to give back and pour back into the other person in a way that feels heartfelt and not maybe more robotic. I really see this stage of life in marriage really come to fruition when the kids start leaving the house, because it's all the things this person does for the whole family or for the spouse that all of a sudden those same things of purpose are not there anymore. And so now you've got to figure out, who am I apart from that? So that's a common time frame. It can happen at other times, but that is a common time frame that this happens. So then, let's say this person starts waking up and out of the numbness of just becoming what is wanted or needed from everybody else. And they start waking up and coming out, trying to discover and figure out themselves. Now you have your two individuals again. And at this stage, it can feel like fighting, not being understood, being annoyed, being angry. You're kind of at each other when a marriage is supposed to be connected. It's not supposed to be two independent people fighting for their ways to be right. So what do? Now you're in this place. Now we have to learn how to, and you can do this. Sometimes it feels impossible because there's hurt, there's pain, there's years of living in a different way, and you're trying to break out into something new for this season. And the fighting doesn't help. That makes it worse. So what I need you to do is stay towards each other and not into each other. Not the other person now has to pivot to be everything you want them to be, but you are facing one another independently. And instead of at each other and butting, right here, you're pivot. You're going to pivot and you're going to try to learn some new things. How do I see you? How can I support you in this season of our lives? How can I care for you in different ways? How can we both change and grow? How can we be unique individuals and yet be connected? And you see in this pivot, there's room to move toward. As long as you're in that fighting, there's no room to move forward. But the pivot, you can start learning and growing again. You can start afresh, anew, with drawing into each other. And maybe it's a little at a time because you are building trust again. You're building trust to see each other in a new way, to make room for each other. And not only one way or the highway. You are slowly bringing that connection closer. And as you do that, you will find that trust will grow and you will be moving closer and closer. This is what oneness in a marriage looks like. Both individuals seeing one another, coming toward one another, and being fully connected, but still being independent. You still can be your own person. So hopefully some of that imagery can help you, and hopefully, again, sometimes I'm bringing up these pain points because I see them so often. I want you to know I recognize I could talk on about this. Well, how do I solve it? What do I do? How do I pivot? There's so many questions around that would make this YouTube like way too long. If you identify with this, if you're like, yes, that's where I'm at, now help me. This is where you need to seek out further help. Again, find a counselor, find a coach. I can do this, I can help you with this. Find the resources and the places that you can grow in this way and move in a new way and be content, have joy in your life and be connected to your partner. Don't just be two ships passing. Don't just live in the same place, but find those places where you can really connect with one another and shift in the new season of your life. All right. I hope it's helpful in identifying things, and I'm here for you if you need me. StephKelsey.com. You can go there, and yeah, I'm glad you're here with me. Life's messy, but you don't have to be. Have a great day, friends.